have a seat that feels good for you. You might cross your legs. You could even stretch your legs out if you want. You could tuck your shins underneath you. Find a place that feels like home, coming home to our bodies. And before we start big movements, just find yourself here and let the layers and distractions of life kind of be left at the door, if that's possible. You can always pick them up at the end of class. And take a moment just to bring your hands to your feet, any which way that's possible for you. If your legs are crossed or if your shins are under you, if you're reaching forward to them, just hands to feet. Just a moment to sort of connect, plug into yourself. Anytime you want, returning your hands back to your lap or touching a different part of your body that feels good. Just taking a moment for quiet and for plugging into earth energy, that kind of sense of grounding, returning home to the body and to what's beneath us and what's above us, coming back into harmony with self and other. Finding our breath in and out. The breath reminding us that we're connected to self and other. Our insides and what's outside of us. Just give your head a little nod, yes. And as you're nodding yes, just take a moment to perhaps find a little intention for this practice. If something clear comes, that's great. If not, don't worry about it. No big deal. Finding some space for yourself today. Let's reach the arms out in front and just start to circle the wrists. I'm doing it in an infinity pattern. You could also just do clockwise and counterclockwise. Let your fingers really move and express, just getting those joints of the wrists and small bones moving. And then start to weave in a movement for the elbows. Might be an infinity sign, might be something different, could be a circle. Just see what works for your body. And anything I'm saying you can add on, you can subtract from, you can speed up or slow down. We'll start to circle the shoulders one by one or both at the same time. I'm offering forward, up, back, and down as a movement. If something different works in your body, that's great. Let the shoulder movement invite some breath into the chest and the lungs. Start to bring in the elbows and the wrists and the fingertips to your movement. So the whole arm is moving together through its joints. And then with a straight arm, try your back strokes. One and then the other. And just let your gaze go along and around with your hands so that the torso might turn just gently, or the eyes might be working in a way that they don't usually. Meeting me with an interlace in the back, opening the chest, broadening those collarbones, letting the shoulders just drop. Maybe that's an active movement for you. That's okay. And just have a breath here for the heart, for the lungs. Drawing your right ear down towards your right shoulder. Still hands are clasped in the back, but see if you can circle that left shoulder while your right ear is drawing down toward your right shoulder. Finding some breath. And then releasing the clasp, and the right hand comes around to meet that left ear. And just let your left arm kind of have a little dance or a little float. See what feels good as you're stretching this left side neck. Meet me with the left hand behind the back of the hand at the back of the heart. And tuck the chin just a little bit so you switch the angle of pull just a little bit. Squeeze the left shoulder blade in toward the midline. Taking a breath wherever you are. And then head drops down to the center of the chest. The hands come to the back of the head. And the chest lifts up toward the chin, and the chin drops down toward the chest, and the back of the neck gets a stretch. And a breath. Find your belly and draw it in as you find your exhales. Expanding the lungs, the heart, your chest. 1 or 2 more breaths here. Letting the weight of the hands invite more stretch. 1 more breath. Coming back to center. Hands to the feet again if the feet are close to the hands. Just take a little arch inhale, cow shape, and then a round back exhale, cat shape. Couple rounds with the spine, just mobilizing the spinal joints. Well, we might do this on tabletop too, but just take it here before we switch sides. 1 more. And feather up to neutral and just have a little dance with your arms and your shoulders and your ribs and maybe a little sway into the hips. And we'll reach the arms up, interlace the fingers, draw the palms to the sky, drop the shoulders. And go ahead, sweep the arms down. Inhale the arms up. Interlace, maybe you look up. Sweeping on down. Last one, reach it on up. Interlace. And then bring the palms together and center right down to the center of the heart. And let's let that right shoulder circle. And let your left ear draw toward your left shoulder. And let the left hand come to the right ear. Keep circling that right shoulder if that feels good for you. And find the stretch for the right side neck. When you're ready, you meet me with the back of the right hand to the back of the heart and find that stretch for the right side. Taking a breath into space, squeezing the belly in on exhale. Find a couple more breaths. Tucking the chin just a little bit, shifting the angle of pull on your neck, on your chest, on your shoulders. And release that right hand and just have a little dance with your right arm. Maybe the arm walks away from the center. Find that stretch for yourself. Release the clasp of the left hand to the right ear. Have a dance with the arms. And squeeze with your hands at the back of your shoulders and the back of your neck. Little touch massage there. A little squeeze and let the chin lift up toward the sky, opening the front of the neck, the front of the throat. You can let the fingertips kind of slide and glide along the front of the neck and the chest. Maybe some shoulder circles feel good. We'll find some belly circles with the hands over the belly. Eyes look back forward again, circle in the other direction. And let's release and come on out to all fours. And we'll return to a couple of cats and cows. Arching and rounding the back, warming up our joints for the day, for movement, to free up any stagnant or toxic energy. A few more rounds. Really filling and emptying the breath. Coming to neutral on your next inhale, lengthen your legs out one at a time. Just take your legs for a little walk, stretching one leg and then the other, opening the sole of the foot, stretching the toes, letting your gaze move side to side. So there's a slight side C shape as you gaze past each shoulder toward each foot. And you take your own pacing with this. And we'll meet with the right leg back behind and stretch out through that right heel. Feel the palms really firm on the ground. You might take a bounce through that right foot. Find your core, lift it up into yourself, and launch your right leg into space. And reach your left arm forward and find a circle out for wrist and ankle. And just nurture your body as we work here to get together today. Reach long arm and leg. Bend your right knee, reach back with your left hand toward that right foot and launch your right thigh up and toward the sky. If you can't reach your foot, fake it till you make it. Lift your gaze up, lift your energy up, lift your heart, find some uplift. Reach arm and leg out long, and then the left hand comes down and the right foot comes down. And the right arm flows up to the sky and you lean back. Just luxuriate into your own being. Launch your right arm over your right ear, spread through the right side body, lifting that right hip up toward the sky. And if it feels good, reach your right leg into space. Bend your right knee, reach back for your foot. All on offer, all options. Everything here is optional. Open your heart. Beam it forward. Take a breath. And we'll release. Come on out nice and gentle. Find a moment of stillness here. Lift the kneecaps off the mat just a couple of inches for 5, putting up the belly. 4, 3, 2, one more breath, inhale. Come on down nice and gentle, a couple of cats and cows. Just letting the spine move. All those bones from the crown of your head down through the tip of your tail. Every one of them. Welcome them into your full being. Find your neutral, inhale, and launch your left leg back behind you, stretch it long. Maybe there's a bounce in there for you. See what feels good in your system. And then float that left leg into space and reach your right arm forward, and maybe you circle out the wrists and ankle here. Reaching, elongating, lengthening, finding space. Bend the left knee and reach back with your right hand to your left foot and launch that left thigh skyward. Little arch to the back. Real big stretch for the thigh. Feel yourself. Take a breath. Reach out long. Right hand comes down, left foot comes down, left arm flows to the sky. Lean back, open up, enjoy the ride, as we say. And then lengthen your left arm over your left ear and lift your left hip up toward the sky. Ground through the outer left foot, the knife edge of that foot. And if it feels nice for you, lift the left leg into space, and maybe you bend the knee and reach back for the foot. How do you find more freedom? How do you find more ease in these bodies of ours that are aging day by day? We take care of ourselves. We go with the flow. Take another breath. Let's release and sit back in child pose, feet together, knees wide. Arms could be out in front of you or down by your sides. You could be very active with the arms or very passive with the arms. Let your forehead drop. Tailbone lengthened back, arms might be pressing forward or just soft by your sides or in front of you. Just 2 breaths. Rise on up and find your way to downward facing dog and bend one knee and then the other. We ease out slowly and gently into our bodies today. Let your head kind of nod side to side. Maybe there's a yes or a no in there. Turn your toes to the left and your heels to the right. Maybe here's a space for a nodding yes or a shaking out no. And turn your toes to the right and your heels to the left. Really opening the sideline of your body. Come back through center. Reach your right leg high to the sky. Bend your right knee. Roll your hip open. Right foot pressing toward left shoulder. See what's possible in your universe. Palms are spread. Back foot is spreading. Lift your right leg up high to the sky. Pull back through each heel. Press forward through each palm. Round in knee toward nose. And step your right foot forward. Dip down gently onto your left knee. Hands come to that front thigh. And just find yourself upright here. Here you are. Sink in through your hips. Open your arms out to that goal shape, goddess shape. Elbows wide in line with shoulders. And as if you're pressing back into maybe a pane of glass behind you. Really activate the back of the hands and the shoulders, the arms. Sink in. Maybe you reach your arms out wide to the side, pinkies up, thumbs down. Maybe you reach your arms up to the sky. They could be wide or together. See what feels good in your body. Take one more breath. Inhale. And we'll exhale, press back into a pyramid pose, hips pull back, legs both straighten. If there's a bend in those knees, that's fine. Back could be parallel to the earth or bowing down, letting go. See what feels best in your body. 5 toes of the right foot rise. Place a block under the ball of that right foot. Pull back through the hips wherever you are. Squeeze the belly in on exhale if that feels good for you. Spread through the 10 toes. Really find your shimmer, your sparkle. We'll take 1, 2 more breaths here. Yes, and let's turn to face the side of the mat. Flat back, lift and lengthen. Inhale and exhale, bow down, head down, hips high. If you want, you can interlace your fingers and rise the arms up to the sky, reaching shoulders up and away from the earth, arms skyward, up, and then forward a little bit or a lot. Just a couple breaths here. See what your body wants. You could take some interesting movements. Maybe a little wag to your tail feels really good. Take another breath. Inhale, flat back, lift and lengthen. Spin to face the top of the mat and step it back strong to the high plank. Pausing here, lengthening out through your heels, reaching forward long through the crown of your head, engaging those thighs, lifting the belly, finding your authentic energy that it is, here it is right now. Knees down, chest down, chin down, wiggle worm for the spine, inhale. Exhale, belly down. Forearms to the ground for Sphinx pose. So pull back through the elbows and crawl forward through the belly, through the spine, maybe a little look up through the eyes. Breathe into the front body, belly time. Let's bend one knee and then the other, just activating a little more the back line of the body. Both feet down. Hands replace elbows, rise a little bit higher, hands down, chest lifts, collarbones widen in the heart. Tune into your heart space. What's here for you today? Tune into your legs. Can you activate them? Can you come alive through your practice? Take a breath. Exhale, find your way to all fours. Sink back into a child pose. Arms might be out in front of you. Just 2 breaths. Breathing into the spaces that feel a little wonky or feel still a bit sore. Finding your way to downward facing dog, lifting the hips high, launching the left leg to the sky. Bend your knee, roll open, left foot pressing toward right shoulder. Find your space in places that you forgot about. And launch that left leg super high. Inhale. Exhale, rounded knee toward nose. Step your left foot forward. Dip down gently on your right knee and find yourself upright. Here you are, present. Feel your presence as you sink into the earth and land in connection with earth. Elbows come wide in that goddess shape. Elbows wide, wrists in line with elbows, elbows in line with shoulders. Beautiful stretch for the front of the right thigh. Activate your back body. Maybe you look up. Maybe your arms widen or rise. Just Find a little expression that feels right for you right here, right now. Could shift. And hands come down, pull back into pyramid pose, hips back, head bows or is in a long flat spine. 5 toes of the left foot rise and place that block under the ball of the left foot. Outer right hip rolls forward, outer left hip draws back gently. Spine might be just bowing. See what's working in your body here now today. Earth with the feet, with the toes. Let the earth rise up to you and support you and give you energy from the inside out. Last breath here. Release the block under the left foot. Spin to face the side of the mat. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, maybe you bow. And if it feels good, interlace your fingers. Launch the arms to the sky. Shoulders get a rinse. There could be options, other options for your hands to land. Listen to your body. Make the moves that feel right. Use this practice to be your best version of yourself, to touch that sense of who you truly are without all the clouds and the masks. You're always there. Find your flat back, reach out, lift and lengthen. Spin to face the top of the mat, step it back strong, high plank. Once again, knees down, chest down, chin down. This is a nice way to come down. Find your way into Sphinx pose, forearms to the mat. Bend one knee and then the other, just heels kicking toward the butt. Little activation there. Return the feet to the ground and straighten out your arms. Let your spine sink in toward the front, the deep front of yourself. Inhale. Let that allow a glow into the heart. Come on down. Press your way back, child pose. And then find your way back, downward facing dog, hips high, head bows. Give your head a nod yes and a shake out no. And bend your knees and look forward and spring step or float to the top. Hands to shins or blocks, flat back. Feel the belly supporting you here. Inhale. Exhale, take a little bow and find your ragdoll pose. Feet can come wide, knees can bend a lot. This could feel really good for you. And if it doesn't, find a way for it to. Where might you focus this particular releasing pose to serve you well? Maybe you bend your knees a lot. How do you find resilience in the space of things not feeling quite right? How do you find your comfort? How do you find the place you can be and work and enjoy? Bring your hands to the back of your head or hair and just give a nice rub and maybe a pull for the hair. Find a sigh out the mouth if you have not yet. Please open the mouth and make some sound. Let your tongue move around in a way it doesn't normally. Go ahead and release the hands and bend the knees and find your way to standing, pressing through the feet. Once you come to the top, open your body, arms float up and just take a big, wide, gulping breath. Inhale. And then exhale, we're going to squeeze in and around in and just hug our bodies, hug around with the arms and bend the knees and tuck the chin and tuck the torso. We'll take a couple of those. So it's an inhale, big opening. And exhale, hug in, round in. The knees might bend a little bit. The spine rounds, head drops. 2 more, open up and round. And open up, inhale. Reach the arms up to the sky this time and just feather down right down the middle. Just feather right through the center line. Hands landing at the heart, touching into the heart. This is a heart practice. Practice to tune into heart frequency, your own heart frequency. to give your heart some space to empty out the excess. A little prayer for the heart, your own heart, maybe another's heart. Let your arms just fall by your sides for a moment, just a wide open, empty vessel that you are, filled with so many things, but can you empty of an excess? Float the arms high on a breath in. And swan dive down on a breath out. Lift and lengthen, flat back, reach out long. Step or jump it, high plank. Maybe you come to low push-up. Maybe your knees come down and you do that little wiggle worm. See what feels best in your body. Open up, upward facing dog, some kind of a back bend. Let your eyes gaze skyward. Feel your energy lighten. And then exhale, pull back, downward facing dog. Launching your right leg high, stepping forward, right foot steps, left foot spins flat, warrior one, find your footing, reach the arms up, and just like you're doing a pull down, find that goddess shape for the arms. Elbows wide, backs of hands press back behind you, back leg is strong. Now interlace your hands behind you, lift your chest, and we'll fold, bow, head down, arms up. A little ostrich pose, burying your head in the sand just for a breath or two. Inhale. Rise your way on up. Let's swing wide, warrior two. Ha. Reverse your warrior, straightening that right leg. Arms tick-tock. Right arm to 12, left arm to 6. Exhale, return to warrior two. Inhale, straighten. Arms float. Big stretch for that left right side body. Exhale, return to warrior two. Ha. 2 more like that. Inhale, open the arms, open the right side spine. Exhale, warrior two. Ha. Last one, reach right arm high, left arm low. Big breath in and then meet me in side angle, right elbow to the right thigh, left arm extends over the left ear. Enjoy your power, your softness. Enjoy your energy. What's happening here for you? Can you harness it into the 3 halos of your body, the hips, the heart, the head? Maybe you wrap your top arm around your back for a half bind. Maybe that feels good for you. And we're going to take a surprise move. We're going to fly into a half moon. So find your block, step your left foot in a stitch, and then step your right hand in front of your pinky toe, launch your left leg into space, open up as a big starburst would. Feel your starburst energy expanding and contracting all at the same time. I'm not sure that's what stars do, but I like the idea. Take another breath in, inhale, really feel the moment, celebrate it. And let's step back strong, high plank. Maybe your knees come down, always an option. Listen to your body. Exhale your way to low push-up. Inhale, open, heart opens, heart lifts. Exhale, pull it back, downward facing. Launching the left leg up to the sky, big breath in. And let's step forward, warrior one. Left foot steps, right foot spins flat. Find your footing and rise. Reach the arms up, hold something precious above. Sink into the left leg, spread through the back leg, breath in. Exhale like you're doing a pull down. Bend the elbows, that goddess shape. Open the chest. Be majestic in your pose. Interlace the hands behind you, switching the clasp. And bow down, head bows, back leg strong, arms rise up, interlaced. Maybe there's a strap involved. See what's possible for you. Honor the pose, take a moment. And then we'll swing wide, warrior two. And we're going to do some reverse warriors, straightening the left leg, left arm high, right arm low. Inhale, straighten left leg, open up. Exhale, bend into warrior two. Inhale, reverse, straighten left leg. Exhale, warrior two. We do a total of 4. Really find your breath here. And one more, your own timing. And we'll meet in your own timing in the side angle, left elbow to left thigh, right arm extends over the right ear. Feel your energy flow, especially the right side. Finding the feet, spreading into the back leg, the anchor of the pose. Maybe there's a half bind here in your world. See what your world wants to reveal to you, what your body's telling you. Bring in the core if you've forgotten about it. Take a breath. We're going to fly into our half moon. So find your block, step your right foot in a little stitch, and then stepping in, flying in, karate kicking in, opening up. All directions. You at the center, beaming out, beaming in. Take another breath, inhale. And we'll meet right foot steps to the left. Lift and lengthen flat back. Exhale, fold and bow, and just take a moment to let it all relax, all hang out. Rise your way to standing any which way, reaching wide, high. Gathering into the center line, hands to the heart, pause. Slow it down, take some space. Breathe in to a spacious heart. Shift your weight over to your right foot. Unweight your left foot and find it somewhere along the inseam of your right leg. So foot presses into leg and leg presses into foot, and that is our tree pose. And we're gonna hug the world, hug a big tree with the arms. And just imagine you were the outer bark, the new outer bark of a big, huge tree. Feel your roots, feel your crown, and feel this huge trunk that you are hugging. Take a breath. Step it wide, warrior two. Really nice. Inhale, reverse warrior, straightening out that right leg. And this time we hinge right into triangle pose. So the tailbone goes to the back heel. The right side body gets super long. And the right hand will land. For me, I like to land it on a block. You could land it on your shin or touch your big toe. See what's good for you. Left arm launching to the sky. Feel that tick-tock of the arms, 12 and 6. Heart in between. And the belly and the chest and the eyes spin toward the sky with this long tick-tock feeling in your body. We'll take a breath. We're going to fly into another half moon, stepping your right hand forward, a big karate kick, couple of breaths. Stepping wide again and turning to face the side of the mat. Maybe there's a little circle for your hips and your shoulders and your head. Oh, you are alive. You are a fluid being. What, 75, 80% water? This time just bring your hands to the low back and give your low back a little rub. Maybe it comes into your hips or your legs or your belly. Lower body connection. Plug into the earth. Hands to the hips, fold and bow. Maybe you find your way to flat back. Maybe it's a full fold. Use this as a moment to take a little space, to release tension. To cool it down, slow it down. Sprout on up to flat back, inhale. Spin to face the top of the mat. Step your left foot forward. Align your right foot with your right hip, your left foot with your left hip. Left hand stays down on a block on any height. Right thumb comes to that right hip crease. Pull that outer right hip crease back. Right hand comes to the sacrum and gives it a nice little rub. And you spin and you turn toward the right. If you can stay grounded through the four corners of each foot, that's fabulous. If you can't, just go with what's possible. Maybe the right arm flows up to the sky, tick-tocking the arms, spinning between that 12 and 6. Take another breath, feel the fullness of this moment, celebrate being you. Unwind, step your left foot forward to meet your right, lift and lengthen, flat back. Exhale, a little bow. And a rise to standing, reach out wide and high. Circle around your body and take that energy and bring it right into the middle. Smoothing the energy into the heart. Find a moment of compassion and grace and flow. Shift your weight over to your left foot, unweight your right foot, and find your right foot somewhere along the inseam of the left leg. And once again, we're going to hug around the big, wide, huge tree, plugging in, rooting into the earth with the left foot, rising up through the crown. Really imagine that you're part of a tree. Can you imagine that? Oh my goodness, take a breath. And swing wide warrior two. And reverse your warrior and straighten out that left leg. Take an inhale. And exhale, sweep. Left hand comes down, meets a block or a shin or a floor. And right arm rises for a tick-tock. Right arm at noon, left arm at 6. Spin the center of yourself around that axis. Love your body up and expand, and maybe there's a contraction or a tightening or a centering. One more breath wherever you are. We'll fly into another half moon. So step the left hand forward of the pinky, karate kick right leg into space. You've got this. A breath or two. And then a big step wide, turning to face the side of the mat. Maybe there's some movement in your body that wants to happen. Let's take a little rub for the low back, the hips, anywhere on your body that feels like, oh, I need a little love. Maybe it's your mind, maybe it's your brain. Hands to the hips, breath in, and exhale, bow fold, breath out. Hands could always come to the head or the hair just for a little touch, for a little acknowledgement. The head could also land on either the floor or blocks. And when you touch your head to something, there can be a really nice release of the brain and the thoughts. So just check that out for yourself for a couple breaths. Finding a flat back, lengthening out. Spinning to face the front of the mat. Step your right foot forward. Take a moment to align your left foot with your left hip, your right foot with your right hip. The left thumb comes to that left hip crease and pulls back. And maybe you take a little rub to your hip or your sacrum, wherever it feels like you need a little love. Continuing to turn and twist toward the left to your degree. Maybe it's not a lot today. Maybe there's not much there for you. Listen to your body. Find the wisdom within. Feel the cherry on top moment for yourself here. Unwind when you're ready. Step your right foot to meet your left and flat back it out. Exhale, we're going to sit down into a squat. So the toes go out and the heels go in. The elbows come to the inner thighs. If you need to sit on something, that is perfectly welcome. Let's see what's possible to lift your chest and open those inner thighs. Take just a breath. And then have a seat down. And you're gonna bring the shins parallel to the ground and lift your chest. I'm holding on. You could release, you could straighten the legs. You could release the hands, just see what feels good for you. And we're just gonna lie down and bring the feet to the ground and windshield wiper the legs side to side. No big rush, no big hurry. Just a moment to let go, to integrate. To take a breath, to land back to earth with the back of the body. Hug the knees in and give yourself a nice loving squeeze. You might really tuck your chin and flatten your whole spine out onto the mat if that feels good for you. You could also take a happy baby, so take the soles of the feet or the creases of the knees or whatever feels like can bring those knees down to either side of the torso. And you might rock it out. You might straighten one leg and then the other. Taking yourself perhaps into a wide-legged split, only if it feels good for you. We're just going to be here for a moment. And then we're going to hug the knees in and find our way to pigeon pose. I'm going to offer a step back to downward facing dog, and the right foot steps to meet the left wrist, and we sink down through the hips and lift high through the heart. Open the chest, maybe the hands to the front leg or to blocks. Maybe you're just ready to lie right down and fold in. All good. Use any supports that feel good for you. Forehead might land on a block. Left kneecap and five toes are centered. This is a moment to let go. A moment to feel what's here right now, what's present, what has shifted. What are you curious about? What's calling out to you these days? If you're unsure, slow it down. Take a step back. Take a few more breaths here, just really relaxing, coming into a restorative moment. Perhaps a deeper breath shows up, or a thought that you've been waiting to have appear shows up. Or there's just a sense of stillness and quiet and peace. Take a couple more breaths. Two more breaths. Rise, rise, rise your way up. Right knee stays bent, left leg swings around, hugging your right arm around that bent left leg. And the left thumb comes to the left hip crease and drops that left hip down. Just give yourself a little more space. From there, the left arm floats up and rainbows around back behind, and we spin. We spin toward the left. And take your time. You don't have to go far if that doesn't feel good in your body. My body's still working through an injury, so I'm not taking it far. I'm pausing where my body says, okay, that's your spot. Don't go further than that. And I'm breathing into that place where I've come, that edge, and learning about what I might need or want to do to improve matters or just be with matters. We'll see. Take another breath wherever you are. Find the cherry on top moment for you. And then we're going to unfurl and fold down toward the right and bow down. Maybe come on forearms. Dropping the head. Rising your way up. Extend the right leg out in front of you, and this left knee, this left leg, you're gonna hold it. Just hold the shin. You could also wrap around, and you're gonna bowstring that left hip, that left shin, like you're rocking a baby or you're strumming your cello. Give some movement, some magic to that left hip. And lengthen both legs out and just give them a shake. And give a little rub down the legs and maybe up into the back. Just see where your hands want to go for some love. Just, moving the energy. We're gonna swing our way back to the second side for pigeon. So I'm gonna offer again a step back to down dog and the left foot stepping to meet the right wrist. Sink down through your hips, lift high through your heart. Center your right kneecap. Find the five toes of the right foot. and make your way in your timing into a bow, maybe a supported bow. I love to use some supports for this pose. So listen to your body, take your time. This is a moment to rest. Maybe there's some recovery after May's mayhem. So many celebrations in the month of May and June and all through the summer. So we need our moments of quiet, our moments to pause and return back to ourselves and rest. We still need to stay moving, keep our energy flowing and not stagnating. But we definitely need to find the moments of stillness and quiet and reflection, and maybe there's a reset or a new understanding. A reminder to take time. It's okay to be unstructured. All those things might come up for you in your practice. A few more breaths. And we rise. And the left knee stays bent and the right leg swings around and beyond that bent left leg. Left arm hugs bent right knee and right thumb comes to that right hip crease, dropping the hip crease down, creating some space for the flank. Spinning, twisting toward the right. Your right arm launches to the sky and rainbows around the back, and sides are very different. And you know, if you've had an injury, you might want to stay balanced side to side, even if like you can go further on one side. Stay with where you find the where you found on the other side, or maybe on this side where you find the place where it's like, okay, this is my limit, and see if you can kind of learn from one side to the other. This is on offer. A few more breaths. One more big breath in, cherry on top moment. Let's unfurl and bring the forearms down to the left and just bow and fold and relax and release. Is that there for you? Letting go. Rising up in your own timing, lengthening out the left leg, and hands come hold of the right foot, and somehow you just give that hip some movement. Maybe there's a big hug around. Let's see what's possible in your world and your body. And gently place that leg down. Let's bring the legs a little wider this time, and again, just rub into the legs, rub into the belly or the low back. Maybe into the upper body. And this time we're just going to do a gentle forward bend with the legs wide, and you can find your edge. It might be like you back off, or you place blocks under your knees, or maybe you don't go too far. You just stay upright, and that's enough, and you sprout and come alive through the legs. What is your joy here? Where do you work against constraints that happen in the body, outside of the body? How do you make the best of a situation? A good one, a bad one, doesn't matter. How do you make the best of the moment? Let your head bow in that contemplation. And as you feel ready, there's no rush. You might stay there a while. Hands come to the knees to bend them and to lie back onto your mat. And any last minute pose that your body needs before coming to Shavasana. Maybe you're still in that beautiful forward bend. Maybe you want a little inversion time with the legs up, could even be up a wall. Maybe you love the twists before coming into closing. Let your body be your guide. You decide. And once you've found your way to Shavasana, make sure you feel supported and warm and cozy and, just really luxuriate in your body, your energy, your spirit, those layers and levels of a sense of being. Let them each be cared for. Let there be a sense of harmony, smoothness as you settle in for your integration time, your rest, your practice of death practice. Shavasana means corpse pose, so it is a small death practice, and it's important to do, especially as we age and confront our mortality and the mortality of others. On that very somber note, it doesn't have to be somber. Life is a celebration. This is a way to celebrate life. It's to practice being dead every day. Just a little moment of it. Rest well. I will be holding the space. Call you out in a few minutes. Stay with the rest. Stay with the grounding. Stay with the doing nothing, just being. A few more moments here. Take a big breath in and a long breath out. Inhaling. Exhaling. Let your body soften even more as you start to come alive through your little movements through fingers and toes, and roll your head luxuriously side to side and just feel into how you feel now. Noticing if anything has shifted throughout the practice. We're going to roll onto our sides and hug in and just give yourself a loving squeeze, remembering how wonderful you are in this adventure suit, this personality, this lifetime, rising on up to seated, really honoring this life, this body, bringing the hands to the heart. Sending yourself some care and some understanding, some compassion, maybe some cheerleading, and just some acceptance. Let your eyes bow to your heart and your hands. And then let your thumbs lift up to your third eye center between your brows, and let your energy rise and lift and join in with heavenly spirits, maybe ancestors, the good ones that know how to take care of you and bring you into your highest self. Maybe connecting to all beings, small and large. From here, we'll bow to one another. Namaste.